Hello and welcome to Doubles and Trebles. It's been a while since we've done a Saturday preview with some actual bets to be advised, but here we go. There's 7 Group 1s this weekend in the UK and Ireland. We'll go to Doncaster first on the Saturday, where 9 are set to run in the St Ledger at 3:30. I've already called it a poor renewal on my previous videos. To be honest, it's the worst renewal in my time, if you ask me, but we won't go over old ground. We're looking for the winner. All that has changed since the earlier preview I did about a week ago is a horse called Hascoy has been supplemented by Judmont and Ralph Beckett to be ridden by Frankie Dettori. She was a nice winner at York last time, but this will only be a third start in a classic in a Group 1. It's a big ask for Hascoy, but she is an unknown quantity and she's around 8 or 10 to 1 in the market. New London is evens and rather weak in the market in recent days. He's been the favourite for some time. He was as short as 4 to 7 with some suppliers just a couple of weeks ago, maybe 10 days ago. I thought he would be odds on for sure when the final field was confirmed. But he isn't at the moment. He's about evens. He's over evens on the exchange. He should be odds on in my opinion. So on that basis, I should be telling you to back him. A horse that is evens that should be 4 to 6. That's a bet really in every definition of the word bet. But on this channel, we don't normally tip up even money favourites. That is for sure. But in the nature of doubles and trebles, it's going to be in my Saturday multiples for sure. I think New London wins. It is a poor renewal. I've grown in fear of who you mount as the week's gone on, really, to be honest. Soon to be down under in trading Australia. This will most likely be his last ever start in the UK. He's probably got the best form in opposition to New London, but I do think New London is still certainly the one to beat. And even money, there'll be some people interested. So if you play short prices, even money, he is a bet because I think he should be significantly shorter. But we'll be looking for value elsewhere. The first ITV race from Doncaster on Saturday is the Portland Handicap, 22 runners over 5.5 furlongs. And I'm tipping the favourite. It doesn't happen very often, and I've just told you an even money favourite will win the Ledger. On to When the Deal Is Done. He's in the Portland. There's 22 runners. He won as easy as you like last week, this horse at Ascot, When the Deal Is Done, under Danny Tudhope. Tudhope rides again. He basically won on the bridle at Ascot. The handicapper has whacked him up £10 for that, which is plenty enough, don't get me wrong. He was running this race last year, and he was two lengths behind in 5th. He ran a really quite nice race, actually, in this race last year. That was off a mark of 99, and this year he's going to be off 100. He is a better horse this time round now as a 4-year-old. And before anyone gets in the comments, yes, he was a 3-year-old last season, and the weight for age for scale is there for a reason. So I'm happy with it. When the Deal Is Done, he's off a mark of 100. He won so easily last week. Just watch the replay, please. I think he's on an upward curve for Roger Teal. He's 5 to 1 favourite in the market. You can get 6 places each way. I'd be disappointed if he wasn't in the places. Next on ITV on Saturday is the Champagne Stakes. It's got 3 runners. And in the words of our new Prime Minister, that is a disgrace. 3 runners in a Group 2 2-year-old race like this over 7 furlong. There's been some really good winners of the Champagne Stakes over the years, but 3 runners is truly awful, let's be honest. Moving swiftly on. Onto the Park Stakes, 255. It's got a much betting feeling to it. There's 9 runners over 7 furlongs. Firstly, I've got to tell you, SD has been on to me all week. He is all over a horse called Alsa Hale. He's 8 to 1. Appleby and Buick. I'm not massively for or against him. I mean, I'm not backing him. He's only had 1 run in the UK this year where we got no way near beating Kim Ross. Kim Ross is favourite for this race at 15 to 8. Alsa Hale's 8 to 1. SD has told me to tell you to back Alsa Hale. I won't say any more. We should probably be backing Garrus in this Park Stakes, to be honest, simply on the form of his last race. Let's really simplify it. In Garrus's last race, over 6.5 furlongs in the Maurice de Guise at Deauville in France. First was Highfield Princess. On her next start, she went to the Numfort, Group 1 at York, and Wasdin. Second was Minzao. On his next start, he went to the Sprint Cup and Wasdin. Garrus was third. That's the form. You don't need to know much more. He is 6 now, Garrus. But of all 3 of his lifetime best efforts on ratings have come this year. In fact, his last 2 races have been his best 2 in a 25-start career. He's in form, he's going well, he's got that Group 1 form from last time in a Group 1 race behind 2 subsequent Group 1 winners on the very next start. This is a Group 2. 7 furlong might be a slight worry. He has only tried it once. He didn't win on it, but Deauville last time was 6.5 furlongs. Doncaster is pretty flat. 5-1 looks a nice price to me in regards to Garrus. I think he should be a lot closer in price to Kinross, who leads the market at 15-8. That's Doncaster quickly wrapped up with 2 or 3 bets for you. Over in Ireland, Leopardstown have reported 99 millimetres of rain between Saturday and Thursday morning. This is recording on Thursday night. That is a hell of a lot of rain. Yes, Leopardstown does drain well, but I think it's really quite bad news for Whenthedealisdone, the favourite from France. In my opinion, he doesn't want that much rain. There's 7 declared for the Irish Champion Stakes at 3:45, so it's swiftly after the St. Ledger. I really think the ground has gone against Whenthedealisdone. I've already said that. And Mishriff, to an extent, whose best form is on quicker ground. 99 mil of rain isn't going to be particularly helpful to Mishriff either, but he has won on softer ground in his career, so it might not be too much of a problem. But we might not see either Mishriff or Whenthedealisdone to their best. They're the top 2 in the market. Whenthedealisdone is in the region of 13-8, Mishriff 3 on or 4-1. I've been all over Luxembourg for some time. I still am. I've said it on this channel many times. Reasons already given earlier in this week on a video I did. I'll just quickly scoot over those reasons now. Luxembourg, massive run in the Guineas. Really liked it. Wrong trip. Really promising run. He was then injured. He missed the Derby. Made a comeback early August. Battled on well to win in a short margin. Yes, he was 2-9 on the day and should have won by further than a neck if he is any good. But he's expected to be much better this time. We know that's an obvious thing to say about an Aidan O'Brien horse that has been injured. Oh, he'll come on for the run. I truly think he will. I think the signs and the signals out of the odd have been good and positive this week. The ground on the softer side will be fine. All I've got to say about Luxembourg is, come on, we're on at 5-1, as already advised earlier in the week. I think he's about 9-2 now, and I wouldn't put you off that price at half a point shorter. Just before I sign out, hopefully you've made it this far. Thanks for tuning in. There's a couple at Doncaster on Friday. This video is going out Thursday night. In the 2:35 Doncaster on Friday, I'm happy to take on the Platinum Queen. She's a 13-8 shot. Ran an absolute belter in the Numfort last time. She was a 2-year-old running in the Numfort, and she finished second. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant performance. She drops back down to 2-year-old race here, 2-year-old only race. But all of her last 4 starts for the Platinum Queen have all been on quick ground. Very quick, actually, at the likes of York and Ascot and Goodwood. Really quick ground. She doesn't get quick ground at Doncaster on Friday. There's been plenty of rain around the UK and South Yorkshire. And there could be a bit of a bounce factor from that massive effort at York 3 weeks ago. She actually hit the front and veered a little bit, looked really quite green. Like I say, that was quick ground. She's not getting that now. I do wonder whether there will be a bounce factor. I'm happy to take her on. She's 13-8, the Platinum Queen. And I will be taking her on with Trillium. Massively impressive at Goodwood, winning the Group 3 Morecambe Stakes. This is a Group 2. It looks sure to improve again. She was miles out the back, Trillium, looking around almost at the stands and motored home. Really quite impressive at the line. She's quick, and I think she could benefit if the Platinum Queen sets a strong pace, as she usually does. I can see Trillium finishing strongly, getting the better of the Platinum Queen, hopefully in the final furlong. Trillium's 15-8, not a massive price, but I'm taking on the favourite. Also on Friday in the 3:45, I do like Mums Tipple, each way 4 places. He's been around the block more than once now, but this looks an ideal race for Mums Tipple, to be honest. 6.5 furlongs, ran really well at Ascot just 6 days ago. Similar soft ground to what you will encounter at Doncaster on Friday. He's officially £2 well in the handicap. I just think he's in good form. He's one of those horses that you have to be realistic about where he is at this stage of his career. He was a electric 2-year-old in that amazing performance at York 2 or 3 years ago, but he's still going. He's found his level, and I think he's been in decent enough form this year, and a replication of what he did at Ascot last Saturday should be fine. Ryan Moore's on. I think the ground's fine, the quick turnaround's fine. He's run well off a quick turnaround before, and he's in the region of 6-1 Mums Tipple, 4 places each way. So a few different bets there, a couple of shorter ones, a couple of bigger ones. Thanks for tuning in this week. Really appreciate it. And let me know in the comments your thoughts. Who you backing this weekend? There's 3 Group 1s on Saturday, 4 on Sunday at the Curragh. I've not even mentioned that yet because the declarations aren't in yet. And I'm a lucky boy because I'll be at Leopardstown on Saturday and Curragh on Sunday. Lucky boy. Looking forward to seeing it. And hopefully Luxembourg does the business. Come on, the Luxembourg. Speak soon.